is my
What is
It
up?
is me, it is G. You already know what it is. This is the Shazam spoiler review.
Get out of my channel. What is up? It is I, main protagonist, and we are here today to do what G-Day just said, talk about the Shazam movie spoiler review. Spoilers all day, every day at this video. We got Natan in the building.
What's going on?
We got Monty.
Hello.
I'm so surprised you talk normal. And we got G-Day.
Nice to meet you. My name's Campbell.
They can't hear you.
Yes, they can. You see that bar? I know they can hear me.
Okay. So, that movie was Flames.
Right? Scorching.
Scorching. I personally like the movie. To me, opinion-based video. If you don't like it, take it somewhere else. I think it's the best DC movie we have so far.
That's a fact. It's better than Aquaman. Anyone who says it isn't garbage.
All right. And we have an opinion right here.
Alright, here's my thing, right? Plot-wise, Shazam was way better. When it comes to effect and action, I preferred Aquaman. Not saying Shazam isn't good, but I preferred Aquaman. They had way more action. I like the effects more. It was way more going on than in Shazam. But the plot of Shazam was more solid than Aquaman.
Here's what I understand about Aquaman. Why they have so much respect. It took place underwater.
But I can chime in. I think this is more. I think I can see where the Todd's coming from because I think Todd's saying Aquaman definitely had more spectacle. You know what I'm saying? More visual flair. I think there's a lot more action set pieces. You know, and I think what I'm saying. I would say Shazam was more of a character movie. You know what I'm saying? Different characters. I mean, I would say in comparison to Aquaman, yeah, you know the characters, but I think in Shazam they really put focus on it. More characters.
No, I feel you. I do. I understood what you said. Like, it makes a lot of sense because of the graphic and stuff. It was Flames. Aquaman had everything thrown at you at once. Shazam was an intro to him being a hero in the first place. Aquaman already had everything he needed. He just needed to develop a little bit more. But Billy Batson started from this infant kid looking for moms, running away from homes, then got his powers, then all the rest of the stuff that happened, which we can get into right now with how everybody felt about the mom situation.
Bombs off.
Oh, we jumping straight into the mob, huh?
Just so we can, because like we're talking about him looking, we're talking about that whole situation, that plot with him leaving homes looking for his mom. So that whole thing, we can talk about that whole part.
His mother is a stupid father. I do not like her.
If you didn't hear him, the mother is a stupid father.
First off, they heard me. Stop trying to patronize her. That's one. Two, yeah, she's trash. She dates people named Travis.
Damn.
Travis.
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 Drake.
Alright, no, copyright. No, I don't know. You say your point. Because I know you did not like Billy Batson's mom. You were like thrown off when she was like, I saw you with the police. You were like, what?
So the whole time, I thought the whole storyline of Billy trying to find his mom, right? I thought that was excellent. I was enjoying how, he's continuously looking for his mother. And then I enjoyed more towards the end where they helped him find his actual mom, right? I'm here looking at my watch like, man, this is early. I'm thinking the movie's gonna go longer. He goes to his mom and I almost cried at the part where she looks at him in the crowd and leaves. She just walks away. Didn't even make sense. She left him with cops.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she doesn't know what's gonna happen to him. It was one of the most heart-wrenching parts of a film I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was pretty dark. Like,
man,
you left your 3-year-old child. Like, you just left him. Like, you had him for 3 years and it was like, oh, he's better off with the cops. So like, and no one found you. You just changed your name right there and then. And like, no one's gonna find me.
I think there's a difference between a mom saying, maybe I couldn't handle you and I gave you to the cops, right? But she at that point she was just like, I don't want you.
Yeah, she just left. Like, just like, it's not like she deliberately said, you know I can't take care of this child, bring him into the services. Nah, she was like, this is my opportunity to walk away.
She didn't go about the right way. I think that's what we're all trying to say.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think it was a very effective part of the movie because I think it's very, what's the word, dark, but I would say very realistic, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's a very realistic portrayal of what happens, you know? I think, you know, I can probably see where the mom came from at the age she was at, but I'm surprised that
she was like 17 having him.
Exactly, and he's like 3, so maybe she was around 20. And, you know, like I said, I definitely think she could have gone about it differently, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just leaving him there for the cops to come.
Hey, but she gave us plot.
Yeah.
She gave us Billy Batson.
She put the plot in motion.
At the end of the day, it's not always sunny in Philadelphia. I wasn't messing that.
So I think it was a great plot turning point, right? Where he's like, what am I doing chasing this woman who doesn't even want me? Out of nowhere, he got all these super skills to be Shazam, which that's cool. But I think they use that as a great plot point, you know, to turn on. So then he's like, I'm gonna fight for my real family.
Yeah, the ones that actually want me in their life.
Yeah,
period.
And I think, you know, there's a saying, blood is thicker than water. I think we thought that water could be.
So Aquaman does Shazam. That's what I just heard.
Hilarious, but I think, you know, like you said, I think in talking of being a family, there's always people born to people, you know.
People you make your family.
Exactly. Which
You
was
make your
the
family.
message of the movie, which is the theme and the moral of the story. Which I think what's the point of the story. It's about family. It's a family movie also.
Yeah.
It's a super movie, but also a family movie.
Yeah, I think that movie actually would enlighten a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I think it gives people that are actual foster people like a little bit more motivation, because some people get sad due to the fact that they're, you know, a foster kid or their parents aren't there with them or didn't want them. That could give them the motivation to be like, I actually have people that got my back, regardless if I was born with them or not.
Yeah, and also to jump off, not to interrupt, but jump off this point, you know, I think a scene earlier in the movie where, you know, I think after Billy comes in the house, he goes to school. You remember Darla, the little African American foster sibling, came up to him and hugged him, called her brother, and then Billy said, "We're not actually related," something along that lines, and she got upset. So I guess, you know, even though she sees him as a brother, you know what I'm saying? It's very, I guess that's basically the moral of the story. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I can see where Darla's coming from. She really does see these people as her
family.
It's
My brother.
It's a very diverse family.
Yeah.
Like I think the mother is Hispanic, the dad's like Polynesian or something.
Yeah.
There's a Hispanic
There's a
brother,
Hispanic
white
brother,
girl,
Asian brother.
Asian brother, and, you know, another Asian child who has to be disabled. Different. It's a very diverse movie actually.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting, but, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, if they're not blood related or the same race. It's family love, and, you know. Definitely.
All right. Now let's get into the villain. The villain of the movie. He looks super intimidating to me. I like the way he looked throughout the whole movie. Some parts were funny, but he was great. Like, I wouldn't fight him. I'm a liar. I would have fought him. I would have died though in that movie, but I'm fine with that. But what do y'all think about it?
When he threw his brother out the window, I was laughing. That was hilarious. He said, "Don't let me throw you out of your dad."
Did it make you ins?
Huh?
Never mind. I was gonna
What?
say did that inspire you for something.
This video will not be used in the court of law, so therefore.
I think the villain we had was a great starter villain, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, baby steps.
Yeah. So he was a great starter villain in terms of, if it was what's the main villain of Shazam? What's his rival?
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
The Shazam that we saw in this movie would have no chance against Black Adam.
No, he would
I
not.
don't care how many moms might have turned him down, right? He wouldn't have the plot motivation or the plot power really to go and fight Black Adam. No way.
That man's name is not even Adam. Black Adam.
Exactly. So it was a great, you know, we have this villain who, you know, he was a kid, he kind of got bullied in his family, and then his heart was broken, right? And first off, he's balling. He's a millionaire. I don't know what more power he needs. But then
his dad fuck, forget his dad. I don't need that. And then he like greed. He did that.
yeah, but I mean,
No, you don't.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So we have this villain who's got, he got bullied. He wants to prove something to his dad, and
His whole family's a millionaire.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's fine, but he still
But he
has
wants more. He's greedy.
Exactly.
He has, in a sense, inner demons. It's, literally and
Mentally,
metaphorically.
yeah.
Literally and metaphorically, he has inner demons.
And so for this one, our Billy / Shazam could easily, triumph over that. Black Adam, on the other hand, if Black Adam would have came during this point where like Shazam is just being created, yeah, he would be gone, eliminated. So I thought the villain was great as a starter villain, and then also I think the actor who portrayed the villain did a great job at, those comedy points without making it like forcing comedy.
Yeah, he wasn't being funny.
Like when they were far away.
Yeah, he was like, I will devour your heart. You're like, wait, what?
It's like
What?
classic.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
They're like a mile away. I can't hear you.
It's like the classic villain speech of the
Yeah, but we don't really care about that classic villain speech. That's why they didn't really let us care
It
about it.
was so funny because he was going in. He was like, I will devour your heart. He'll bow before me. I can't even hear what you're saying.
I think he did great. He also portrayed the motivation that like the villain had throughout the story. So he was, you could see it on his face. I'm determined to find this wizard, Shazam, get these powers. I think he did a great job at showing us all, I'm ready. Like I need revenge somehow. I need to make a point.
So he didn't get it.
Oh my gosh, I just got a theory. Not a theory, but like I just put it together. Basically, these two had the same story, but in a different way. He was determined to find the wizard. He spent all his life. And Billy Batson was determined to find his mom. They both found their answers, and it gave them different perspectives of life. That's crazy.
Not really.
Yeah, I just thought.
At the end of the day, the villain was greedy for no reason.
He had all those little seven deadly. Wait.
He was greedy
I
before.
was gonna say seven deadly sins. Okay, all the seven deadly sins kind of mean, like you said, Mark, mean the same with him. He was greedy. He was hungry for power. You can say that.
envious. That's
Envy too of Billy technically, because he was like, you got the power and I didn't. What made you worthy?
Yeah. But like, and that's the kind of point I heard what Monty just said when he was beginning of the movie. Where he even said something along the lines of you will never be worthy, something like that. So it's kind of telling you from the start that he won't be anything, which is really bad to tell a child.
Yeah.
But also the same way he kind of got the same thing from his actual family,
Yeah.
brother and father.
You're worthless. You're useless. You will never be something.
But you know what's crazy? He would not be. He was worthless. You left a wizard place and you start beating on a car window and get your dad leg broken for the rest of his life. He cannot walk anymore because you were screaming, "Help! Give me that!" Most people would be like, "That was weird. I'm gonna chill."
Yeah, I must have had a
Let me
dream.
not talk about that.
Yeah. But this guy.
Honestly, I would have thought it was a dream. Like,
It was not that serious. You did not have to be like, get me back there. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that wasn't gonna help you. It actually.
He was a stupid kid. He's a stupid adult. I'm actually pissed now. Now that I think about it, that's annoying.
that is very annoying.
Your father cannot walk anymore. There's a reason he hates you. It's your fault.
Speaking of the father, right? Can we talk about the action scene where the main villain, right, comes in, brings the 7 deadly sins,
Just murders everybody.
including his father.
Well, he murdered his brother with his own hand.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was crazy.
And then everybody else had a snack. All the 7 deadly sins had a snack. Girl or boy, I whatever they preferred. But that was crazy. Then he let what's his name?
Greed.
Was it Greed?
Yeah.
He let Greed just rip his dad apart. He was already crippled, so like this top half was kind of the only thing you could feel.
But I mean, that scene was clean, right?
Rip his legs off.
That scene was clean. They had I mean, the action, the special effects and everything like that, I thought was clean. And then at the very end, I thought it was so powerful how the villain walks out. He goes, snap. Then his father is eating on camera.
Yeah.
Blood splattered. What?
I see a lot of blood.
No, they
It was
didn't
like
show
a
a lot of
spot.
blood, but technically we saw things. Like we know.
So someone's head get bite off.
Yeah. You bit off the head.
That's where I feel like this movie, like a lot of people are saying, how did Marvel feel to it? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But moments like that where the head got taken
That's
off,
dark.
that's how I know it's DC.
Yeah.
Even though it was a light movie, it was a very light movie, but it was dark parts in the movie.
Detective Comics is back on the grind.
But okay, next topic is going to be, I guess, the topic of like the whole plot of the movie. How did y'all like the whole plot? Like from beginning to end, when it showed the villain being a kid, getting rejected, Billy getting power, all that, all from beginning to end. Do you think it flowed completely, like, or there was some staggers that they could have took out?
I think it flowed well because you know what's crazy? Billy was not even worthy. He was just worthiest.
At the time.
Yeah, because he's his last hope.
He was like, you, Billy Batson, you're my last hope. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Why? How would you know I was gonna say that? I watched Star Wars. I just know why.
Billy Batson, you were my last hope. I guess.
Yeah, he said, I guess.
Shazam?
He said, put your hand on my staff, bro.
Lay your hands on my staff and let me pour my power into you.
That sounds so.
I need an adult. I am an adult.
I think there were very few plot holes, which I think was great, especially for a DC movie running that long. I forgot how long it is.
Oh yeah, you don't really notice how long it is. That's a good thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't pace with the time.
Yeah, because DC movies typically go for like hours, right? Then you just pick up on plot holes, but you have to forgive them because it's DC. Shazam had very few plot holes, right? And then even fewer ones that I had a problem with. One of the biggest ones I had a problem with was, I already remember telling you guys, the ending scene where they're fighting the villains, the 7 deadly sins.
Oh,
that they couldn't turn into clouds anymore.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Natan had a real strong. He was really hurt about this. He was like, wait, when Billy fought the demons, they were turning into smoke and then coming back, materializing, and then hitting them. But then when they fight all the brothers and sisters, they want to be staying solid the whole freaking time.
It made me so mad. They were one of the deadly sins, right? Against Shazam alone, he was murking that man easily, taking him down. Shazam took down, right? But when it came to fighting these kids who just got powers and are only specializing
In one power.
they got defeated, or not even defeated, really.
Just distracted.
Yeah, it looked like they were equally matched at that time. But against the main hero Shazam with all the powers, they weren't equally matched. Unfair. Now, if they would have all, distracted one sin each, maybe they were getting beat up, but their job was to at least distract them, right? I'd be cool with that. But they just made the children wave just too OP for me.
Especially with our girl, she was alive.
Oh yeah, Megan Good.
Well, you know,
She's six.
You know the funny part about that movie?
But
Champion. you hide in, you have the title yet, you're hiding in the car like a little boy.
oh,
In the Santa Claus. Oh no.
the Santa Claus. Oh no! Shazam! Oh yeah, Santa Claus main character. End of story. Santa Claus main character.
I think he was the main
He was the worthy one. He should have got the power. Santa Shazam!
I was funny. Remember when God was like, I'm really good at this year? He was like, what?
Yeah.
He was so scared. He didn't know wait, he forgot.
Man, Santa Claus knew what he was talking about. He was playing games. Everybody knows Santa Claus was in there, just taking notes, seeing who's naughty and who's nice. Man.
So yeah, I think overall the plot was solid. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it.
I agree.
You would say probably, I think, to some of what you said, I think you think the plot was good, but what you say about how you think maybe it was inconsistencies about with how they're fighting the
Slight
it's like
inconsistency.
slight inconsistencies. Like, okay, one moment they're
OP.
He's defeated, then one moment I can't defeat him as hard. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
The one with super speed was the little girl of the movie, right?
Yeah.
But she looked like she mastered the powers better than Shazam.
Yeah.
Better than Billy, right?
Actually, that's pretty true.
I had a huge problem with the fight scene at the end. Plot wise, not action wise, you know, I didn't mind watching it, it was cool. But the plot, like thinking about it while I'm watching it, made no sense.
The action, the only part about the fight that I hated was Paul. He said, you're the first person I ever fought, so
This is kind of special.
He's like, it's kind of a huge deal for me. I'm like,
Man,
shut up.
but he was being Freddy. That's the good part.
It's kind of a Spider-Man trait that maybe I don't think that was his intention, but it's the idea of talking to villain, like the way villains like now.
But I was super happy that he got powers because he's been complaining, or he was kind of complaining the whole time, like, man,
Because he wishes he had, like, he loves superheroes.
Yeah.
He wishes that was his life, and someone that he considers his brother and his best friend got it instead, and didn't even use it to the best capability in his opinion. So yeah, and he was crippled. He wished he had, and then he got that opportunity from said brother, said best friend, and he lived his dream that he wanted to do. And at the end, he lived his ultimate dream with letting everybody know he knows Shazam, or the Red Cyclone, or Captain Sparkle Fingers, whatever, and Superman at the end, which was hilarious to me, not showing the head of Superman.
Definitely, that was kind of strange. I have a question about that. So we do know that, like, in the midpoint of the movie where he tried to prove to everybody that he knows the Red Cyclone in quotes,
Yeah.
and he doesn't come, of course. But during after the big fight, first fight, you clearly see Freddy on the news with the Red Cyclone.
Kids don't watch the news.
True. But okay, at the point, that was kind of weird. I thought it was kind of weird because at the movies, people are still looking at him. He's walking right before they all come. With Shazam and Superman, they're all looking at him like that. Obviously, they're watching this Red Cyclone in quotes on YouTube, stuff like that. Obviously, something they're into. I would think that would be something they would be looking at.
Yeah.
I would assume something weird. You saw him clearly with the Red Cyclone. I was like, why are they looking at him weird? Like, that's all I was kind of thinking about.
I don't know. They're just kids. The kids are weird, especially in this generation.
Especially Freddy. Freddy's a difference I believe.
Hey,
He has terminal cancer.
don't mess with my. He don't got no terminal cancer.
He was just joking.
I know.
I guess he was joking too.
What psychopath jokes about that? Victor pushed him. That's not normal.
I think he's trying to maybe get the attention. Maybe.
No.
He was trying to put. It was definitely awkward. I think it was very awkward.
He was trying to break the ice.
We'll break another leg.
All right, so we're done with that topic. That topic's over with. Now, ending of the video, we're going to talk about the ending credit scene with
Mr. Mind.
Mr. Mind. So, Mr. Mind, if no one knows, it's some worm alien thing that is smart, I guess. I'm gonna just hand this over to Mon. Here you go, Mon. Good.
Okay. I would say out of everyone here, I do know a little bit more about Mr. Mind. But what I can say is, definitely knows there's definitely been, as comics are, they reboot and recon mostly over years. There is definitely one version of the origin story where he is a worm from the planet Venus, actually.
Venus.
Yeah.
So he's an alien.
Alien, yes, but in the recent comics, which most of this movie is based on, he's from one of the 7 rounds, which they mentioned at the end of taking over Mr. Mind. So I guess he's from this magical place.
So is he smart and that's it?
He's a telepath. He's definitely smart. Definitely, he's a telepath. He has mind control power stuff and definitely like that. He is definitely one of Shazam's greatest villains. I would say that.
I think that's really appropriate to have as a second movie. If they have a trilogy, Black Adam should be the last villain no matter what. And they're going to make a Black Adam movie separately, so they can't introduce Black Adam yet until they make his movie when he's introduced and how he gets his powers. Because they teased that in the Shazam movie with that hologram of Black Adam. And that made me so hyped.
I like how they did it.
That was very appropriate. Very
Very
appropriate.
appropriate. No, I think I was actually watching a video of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who is currently at the moment cast to play Black Adam. He did say that he congratulated everyone for coming out to support the movie, saying good reviews, and he did say one of the reasons why that Black Adam was in the main villain in this movie. He was originally supposed to, but I guess that's too many origins to juggle Billy's origin and Black Adam's origin.
Yeah, one's dark and one's not.
That's actually what he kind of said. Two different very things. I'm actually kind of happy they did that because I think Black Adam's actually very interesting character on his own. So it'd be kind of cool to see his own movie, his own origin, see him fall from grace, his corruption.
And I don't want to see Black Adam die because, like, normally villains that happen in the movie, like they did Superman, they killed off Zod. Why would you do that? Like,
and that's why would you say you're happy they didn't kill off Dr. Savant? Because he actually is a pretty prominent villain in the comics too. So him and Mr. Mind teamed up. So even though when Black Adam does show up, Dr. Savant, he may not be the main villain, but he will. And the thing is though, if you notice in the prison scene, he had glasses. He does have glasses all the time in the comics. So I guess because in this movie, he had kind of similar powers to Shazam, which is something different from the comics. Because in the comics, he's more of the kind of a evil genius, mad scientist.
So they might just implement that from now on?
Going forward, which is very interesting. I didn't think they'll take that route, but I'm glad that they're kind of trying to keep all the villains. Because Shazam isn't really like Batman or Spider-Man, where they have literally like the whole entire. Actually, one of the best villains.
He has a limited amount of people, so they have to keep him.
Which goes to your point of maybe somehow they have to kill off Zod and Superman. How many villains does Superman have in comparison to Spider-Man or Spider-Man or Batman? Maybe Zod could have been the Phantom Zone again. Maybe he could come back.
Yeah, like I'm okay with villains getting killed off, just not on the first movie. So just like in Aquaman, Black Manta survived. Thank you, because that's his ultimate villain. And Black Adam is going. Yeah, Orm's his brother, so I'm okay with that. Like, so he's gonna turn good or something like that. But we're about to close this video. This is a long video. Shazam spoiler review. It was fire.
Who was your favorite character?
Oh, my favorite character was Shazam. Not Billy. Shazam was my favorite character of the movie. I don't know why. I don't know if y'all felt how I felt, but when he transforms, his whole...
It's like he's a different person.
Yeah, he starts acting more of his kid self. Like, he was still a kid, but he was more emotional because his mom has Billy back.
I know what you... I feel like I know.
A lot of people have said that, actually. We just said, like, they didn't believe that kid would turn into him. It's like...
Shazam is the kid, Billy's like the adult.
Yeah, that's how it seems like. Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I would say you probably didn't see more of Billy acting like Shazam was acting.
Yeah, he's
like, wait, where did this come from?
The only part where it seemed like Billy was Shazam is when they were sneaking out of the school. He was like, "Oh, look, it's my dad, I'm Shazam!" And then he's like, "Oh, my son, and my other son that's over there."
And also when he rescues Mary from getting hit by a truck.
Oh yeah, when he
about being independent, not worrying about like,
that scene Billy.
That type of pessimism or hard attitude. I can see them being the same person.
Yeah,
I definitely agree. I didn't get the point. Whereas, would you say that we would believe the other Shazam family was believable in their adult forms, like Darla?
Yeah, Darla was definitely acting like Darla.
Megan Good really portrayed that. Even Freddy, even though
Freddy was Freddy.
Yeah, especially the Eugene, the Asian one. I feel like those I would believe those.
Hadouken!
So yeah, I think I agree that all the other kids kind of got to be themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I think at the same time, when Billy turns into Shazam in the movie, I feel like Billy gets to kind of be himself. So all the other kids have more of a structured home and everything like that. So they have something to go into. That was kind of something that I picked up, that whenever Billy turned into Shazam, it was like two different people basically, except for like quick wits and stuff like that. It was kind of like two different people. But I think once he turned into Shazam, now he can be a kid. Like now he can actually have fun without having to worry and feel powerless and stuff like that.
Express himself.
Yeah.
Kind of like an outlet. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Shazam, he could be Billy in a way. Mm-hmm. That's actually a pretty way of looking at it, which is very interesting. That's a very interesting question. Off the back, I'll say Darla. You know, I just like her character, her enthusiasm. I think
Darla's your favorite character?
Darla, I think
Yeah, she was a good actor.
she's
Even
a
as a
great actress,
kid.
the kid.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
She's a standout, I would say. You know, she kind of reminds me of what you say, Shuri from Black Panther almost. This is that character. It just pops out. Has always something funny to say. You enjoy them. You're invested in them. Yeah, I would say that. Definitely her action scenes with turning to Megan Good. Obviously, in the super speed portrayal of it, her action was amazing. So I would say that for at the moment, it could change, but at the moment, I'll say that.
Yeah. What's on?
My favorite character, Shazam.
Shazam!
So not really Billy, but more Shazam. Because I do feel like they were
Fighting with my hands.
Yeah, so like Shazam was a very fun character to watch. And even though it's Billy, I'm gonna say Shazam as like a separate character just because I feel like they had two different character developments, you know? So Shazam had this, or Billy as Shazam had this whole period of learning powers, which was very fun to watch. Using those powers, messing up, failing and things like that. Catching a whole bus, that was awesome to watch.
He didn't even know he could do it.
Exactly. So watching him, grow as a person or like as a character, I thought was great. The comedy portrayal and everything like that was great. So, Shazam was my favorite character of the movie. Kind of cliche though, but yeah.
Well, all right. That's going to be the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe. This was the spoiler review for Shazam. It was flames. It was fire. We were happy to see the movie. Saw it twice. But end of the video. Peace.